The kingdom plant is the green engine of our planet. But to understand it, we must see how botanists mapped it out. The earliest systems, like linears, were artificial, based on just a few easily observable traits like leaf shape or the number of stamens. Later came the natural classification systems, like that of Bentham and Hooker, which look deeply at internal structures and anatomy. Today, we rely on phylogenetic systems based on evolutionary relationships. We even use computers for numerical taxonomy, analyze chromosomes in cytotaxonomy, and study chemical constituents in chemotaxonomy to resolve the mysteries of the plant family tree. Our journey begins in the water, with the simplest of all plants, algae. They lack true roots, stems, or leaves. A body plan, which we call a thallus. Based on their pigments, they are divided into three main classes. First, chlorophyceae, or green algae, which store food as starch just like higher plants. Second, Phaeophyceae, also called brown algae, rich in a pigment called fucoxanthin, storing complex carbohydrates like mannitol and laminarin. Finally, Rhodophyceae, also called red algae, which use a red pigment called phycoerythrin to absorb light even in the deep dark ocean, storing food as floridin starch. As life crept onto land, it gave rise to the bryophytes, which include the mosses and liverworts. We call them the amphibians of the plant kingdom. Why? Because while they live in soil, they absolutely depend on water for sexual reproduction. Their male gametes literally have to swim to reach the female organs. They still lack true roots or vascular tissues, attaching to rocks via thread-like rhizoids. But their ecological role is massive. Mosses like sphagnum provide peat used as a fuel and packing material, and they are among the first organisms to colonize bare rock, turning it into soil. The next evolutionarily brought us the pteridophytes, which include the ferns and horsetails. These were the very first terrestrial plants to develop vascular tissues, xylem to transport water and phloem to transport food. With these internal plumbing systems, plants could finally grow tall. Unlike bryophytes, their main plant body is sporophyte, complete with true roots, stems, and leaves. They reproduce by releasing spores from specialized structures on their leaves. As the Earth's climate grew drier, plants needed a way to protect their embryos. Enter the gymnosperms. The word literally means naked seeds. Their ovules are not enclosed by any ovary wall. They remain exposed before and after fertilization. This group includes the majestic conifers, cycads, and ginkgos. They are built for survival. Their needle-like leaves, thick cuticles, and sunken stomata reduce water loss. Many even form partnerships like pinus, whose roots harbor mycorrhizal fungi to help absorb water and minerals. Finally, we arrive at the undisputed masters of the modern earth, the angiosperms, or flowering plants. Here, the pollen grains and ovules are developed in highly specialized structures called flowers. Most importantly, their seeds are enclosed inside fruits. Divided into monocotyledons and dicotyledons, they dominate every habitat. They are the source of our food, fuel, medicines, and the very foundation of terrestrial ecosystems. Throughout all these plant groups, there is an universal rule: the alternation of generations. A plant's life cycle alternates between two distinct phases: a haploid gametophyte that produces gametes, and a diploid sporophyte that produces spores. The balance shifts depending on the plant. Algae spend most of their life as haploid gametophytes, a haplontic life cycle. Seed plants like angiosperms are dominated by the diploid sporophyte, a diplontic cycle. And the bryophytes and pteridophytes, they sit right in the middle, displaying a haplodiplontic life cycle. From delicate aquatic algae to towering redwoods and beautiful flowering orchids, the plant kingdom is a magnificent ongoing story of adaptation, survival, and relentless drive to conquer the land.